What's approaching the supreme moment? Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? I finally decided on who to use the redstone on. I took my time with it, but went ahead and chose this guy. I just needed one more dupe to get him to 100% potential. As you saw, pretty much went with the focus on criticals at 17 and also level 9 for additional attacks. Works out pretty well for this type of unit. So the Broly unit did improve the movie boss category team a little bit. So I wanted to test this guy out at max potential within this category setup. So let's cover the stats a little bit for those that just joined or need a revision. Let's just go ahead and go through the card stats a little bit and move on. So this is the 100% potential EZA TEQ Beerus unit. Leader skill did improve to Tech type, key plus 3 HP attack and defense, increase to 90%. Causes immense damage to enemy and also greatly lowers defense for the super attack. The passive skill is an attack and defense increase of 80% at the start of the turn, plus an additional attack increase of 40% for 4 turns after receiving an attack. And rage mode will actually, kick in once HP is 40% or below, up to 2 times. Link skills include Godly Power, that's 15% increased attack, Prodigies 10% increased attack, Connoisseur is 5% HP recovery, Innocence 10% increased attack, Shocking Speed is plus 2 key, and Fierce Battle is 15% increased attack. Again, this guy falls into 2 categories, Realm of Gods and Movie Bosses. Does equally as well on both categories, and he's an extremely good unit. So as you can see, HP maxed out is 15,000. Well, that is not the correct one. 17,762, and attack is 19,223, and defense is 11,449. So he does also transform. I kind of omitted that one for this video just because I kind of want to see him ran. Like, honestly, this movie bosses category team with double Broly leads, you're never really going to have issues with HP. I mean, it's going to be close to full HP every rotation. Even if you get supered, it's going to easily recover, you know what I mean? Like, that's how good this category is. And movie bosses has been one of my favorite teams to run on Dokkan Battle for a while, but with this upgrade and the type of units that fall into this, especially with the EZA with Beerus and Janemba, this team is absolutely ridiculous, and it's a real fun team to run. So for those that are still lacking Turles, or waiting on Super Saiyan Broly to come out for Global, it's a really, really fun category team to run. I mean, it's probably one of the most fun teams to run. I think another one I like running right now is the Frieza Clan category, which is Malevolent Clan category, whatever it's called. That's also a very fun team to run. Speaking of which, we're facing the Agility Metacooler Dokkan event. I know I get supered a lot here. This is kind of why I chose this stage, because I want to see what not only the attack potential, but also the defensive abilities too. I mean, Janemba is phenomenal. I talked about it in the last video. You've got Beerus that falls into this category as well. You've got Turles that can still be ran as a unit within the category. Broly's fucking amazing as hell. So this whole team is crazy. Like the amount of amount of units available. Like, I had to actually filter out units to not include that I would have loved to typically run, but because of TEQ Beerus' best linking buddy, obviously the LR Beerus and Whis unit, you kind of have to guarantee 2 slots for them, and then the other 4 spots you have to kind of think through it a little bit. Well, actually 3, because the leader's pretty much decided as it is anyway. But I did try and switch on and off between the passive being active and not. That way you also get a difference of you get to see the difference between when the passive's active of that secondary 40% additional increase once the unit gets attacked. Similar to the Beerus and Whis unit, the LR version, they actually get an attack percent increase after being attacked for a certain amount of turns as well. So it's almost like they have to fight for position to be attacked, you know what I mean? Like, that's how good these units are, is they're fighting, they want to get attacked, they want to get stronger, you know what I mean? So that's the funny thing about it. Yeah, so it definitely does make quite a bit of a difference with the secondary 40% increase attack active on top of the 80%. You're going to see quite a bit of fluctuation there. I think typically Beerus will hit for about 2.2 million without that 40% active, and then it'll jump up depending on the rotation. Like, I've seen upwards of 3.86 million. in terms of attack potential. Now, the amount it actually hits for is going to depend on the enemy, but 3.8 million. That's getting real close to LR LR caliber type units. So TEQ Beerus is definitely a great one, and if you haven't decided who to get the redstone with, JP, the deadline's coming up pretty soon. It's like a matter of a day or not. So if you haven't used your redstone for that, definitely make sure to do that as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting the redstone. Global players, I think you guys still have a little bit more time. So there's a lot of good units with the redstone option. You guys obviously know Strength Gogeta is also going to be getting an EZA and JP pretty soon. So you guys definitely have some dilemmas in terms of who to decide on getting it with. But if you opt to go with Beerus, he's a fantastic unit with the EZA. Very, very good unit. Janemba, Beerus, Gogeta, those are all good options to pick. The EZA Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the agility version, is also a great unit too. So on top of that, you have plenty of other units to pick from, like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Kid Buu. So it's really up to you, honestly. What units will improve your team the most? Just wanted to show you this TEQ Beerus's potential on the 170% attack increase movie bosses category lead with the double Super Saiyan Broly leaders. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost like when I was testing this earlier, it's almost like I had to hold back. You know what I mean? Like, the team was that good to where I had to scale back a little bit just so I could let the TEQ Beerus attack as frequently as possible. Like right now, I kind of forced it in to where Beerus is in the middle slot and the LR version is attacking first. Kind of getting that attack increase based on getting attacked first. But yeah, I mean, this unit is crazy. He shares a lot of link skills with the LR Beerus and Whis, so if you do have him, definitely the TEQ version is probably the best to run with him. You could certainly use other units, but right now they don't have EZA statuses, you know what I mean? So you're not going to be able to rely on another Beerus unit like this one. I mean, it's crazy good. Like, defends well, attacks like ridiculous numbers. I mean, overall, this is a very solid unit. And you can throw in, support units like the Turles unit. I also put in the Golden Frieza that you can get from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie event. He's also a great support unit for the movie boss category team as well. All these guys, I mean, there's a lot of units to pick from, and I kind of tailored my team accordingly. But the customization option for this category is pretty robust, and you got a lot of units you can work with. So. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is. And I was on the fence about who to use the redstone on. I was like, I could hold off on Rainbow in the Sky since I could potentially pick up a dupe with the step-up banners in JP because I still have another run with that. Or, choose other units like, I don't know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku or even Kid Buu or Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, whoever. Like most of them already have most of the dupe paths unlocked, but it was a matter of picking out which one to Rainbow. But since I was one dupe away from this guy to being 100% potential, plus the Super Saiyan Broly leader for the the new lead for the movie boss category team, I just ended up picking this guy because I was really curious what this guy's full potential would be on the proper upgraded best category available, and the numbers don't disappoint one bit. I mean, it's crazy. It's this category makes things very, very, very easy. I'm not gonna say very, very easy. A lot more easier. Now you can still face issues within Super Battle Road and stuff like that, but for the most part, at any regular Dokkan event, it's gonna be incredibly easier than other teams you could possibly run. I mean, it's not the best team like in the game. It's not like blowing everybody else out of the water. I just happen to personally like this category a lot. One being, I do like Turles a lot too. The unit is a very, very good unit. I love the unit. I love the intelligence Janemba. I like the Final Form Cooler units. I'm more of a villains type guy, you know what I mean? So of course I'm going to pick a villains team over a super type team. So that's just kind of the way I am, you know what I mean? Everybody has different tastes and preferences. I'm the type of guy that always roots for the bad guy in movies, you know what I mean? That's just the type of person I am. So maybe that summarizes why I love this category so much. But yeah, this team is ridiculous. I wanted to show off the LR Beerus and Whis a little bit more, but it just seems like the TEQ EZA Beerus was just annihilating the field, just one-shotting everybody. So they didn't really get a whole lot of chance to shine, but this showcase was meant for the TEQ version anyway. So as always, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching, and definitely stay tuned for the next one.